He was the god of war once, feared by enemies, revered by allies, and even today, worshipped by millions of Chinese around the world. His blade fell after a single cup of wine and a general's head rolled, but in the end, he lost everything. This is the tragic downfall of a hero one who had won 1,000 battles, but was ultimately defeated, not by the sword, but by pride. This is stories of strategy, learning Sun Tzu through legends.
China, 3rd century AD. The Han dynasty has fallen, and in the chaos that follows, 3 kingdoms rise: Wei in the north, Wu in the east, Shu in the west. They fight for dominance like tigers in a cage. At the heart of this struggle lies Jing Province, a land of roads and rivers, a gateway in every direction. Whoever holds Jing holds the keys to the empire. And guarding Jing stood one man, Guan Yu. He was no ordinary general, a warrior who once beheaded the fearsome Hua Qiong after a single cup of wine, a feat that stunned an entire war council and announced the rise of a living legend. Now stationed in Jing, Guan Yu turned north to strike at Wei. He unleashed the floodwaters of the Han River and drowned 7 enemy armies. He captured the famed general Yu Jin. He executed Pang De.
Guan Yu has taken Fanzhe. Even the capital trembles.
For a moment, no one could stop him. But Guan Yu was proud. Too proud to listen. Too proud to see what was coming. Sun Quan, the ruler of Wu, proposed a marriage alliance, his son to marry Guan Yu's daughter. The envoy was bowing.
An alliance between Wu and Shu would benefit us both.
A tiger's daughter marry a dog's son, out of the question.
Guan Yu said coldly. The insult burned. Sun Quan seethed.
He dares look down on Wu. He'll regret this.
Sun Quan sent Lu Meng to plot in silence. Feigning illness, Lu Meng passed command to the mild-mannered Lu Xun. Lu Xun wrote Guan Yu a letter.
General Guan, your might inspires us all. We would never dream of opposing you.
Guan Yu read the letter and smiled. He moved his troops north, leaving Jing Province unguarded. That was exactly what Wu had hoped for. Wu soldiers disguised their warships as merchant vessels. By the time Guan Yu noticed, it was too late. In a single night, Jing Province fell without a fight.
Jin is lost. They've taken the city.
When Guan Yu received the news, he stood frozen.
What? How could they?
Behind him, Wei, ahead, Wu. He was surrounded. His army began to crumble. He turned south, retreating to a small fortress called Maicheng. There he called for help, from Liu Feng and Meng Da.
Send reinforcements. Jing is lost. We need you.
But they did not come.
Let him hold his own.
Desperate, Guan Yu made one last gamble. He led a night raid, hoping to break through enemy lines. But the ambush had already been set. Flaming arrows lit the sky. And in the dark, the god of war was captured. Sun Quan offered him life in exchange for service.
Serve Wu and you may live.
Guan Yu refused.
I serve the house of Liu. I would rather die.
And so he died, by the blade of betrayal, not in battle. The fall of Jing Province was more than a loss of land. It was the fall of a legend. Guan Yu, the god of war, died not because he was weak, but because he stood alone. Guan Yu was brave. He was loyal. He was worshipped as a god. But war is not won by strength alone. And in Chapter 8 of The Art of War, Variation in Tactics, Sun Tzu explains why. Number 1, he stood alone at the crossroads. Sun Tzu writes,
In crossroads terrain, form alliances and hold firmly.
Jing Province was surrounded by 3 rival powers, Wei, Wu, and Shu. It was the very definition of a strategic crossroads. A wise general would have built alliances, but Guan Yu didn't. Instead, he insulted Wu. He alienated potential allies and isolated himself. Number 2, he relied on what the enemy wouldn't do. Sun Tzu writes,
Do not rely on the enemy not coming, rely on being ready. Do not depend on the enemy not attacking, depend on making yourself unassailable.
But Guan Yu let his guard down. He believed Lu Xun's letter. He moved north, leaving Jing undefended. And Wu struck, just as Sun Tzu would have predicted. Number 3. He embodied the 5 dangers of a general. Sun Tzu warns that a general is vulnerable if he is recklessly brave, overly concerned with survival, quick to anger, rigidly honorable, overly compassionate. Guan Yu had at least 3. He was proud, he was quick to take offense, and he held to an unbending code of honor, and so he walked straight into disaster. Number 4. He failed to adapt. Sun Tzu writes,
A general who does not understand the use of 9 variations, even if he knows the terrain, cannot take advantage of it. A wise commander always weighs both gain and harm.
But Guan Yu focused only on glory. He ignored the risk. He refused to change course even when the situation demanded it. He didn't ask for help. He didn't fall back. He didn't adapt. And so, he fell. To change in war is not weakness, it is wisdom. To adapt is not to surrender, it is how you survive. Guan Yu mastered the battlefield, but he failed to master change. Even gods must learn to bend.
This is China Tales. Subscribe for more stories of ancient wisdom and strategy.